Assalamu alaikum, I'm Asha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines.
President Donald Trump says the US Navy will begin blockading the Strait of Hormuz after talks with Iran failed to reach a deal. In a social media post, he said American forces would target vessels paying tolls to Iran and move to clear mines in the waterway. The move raises tensions further, putting a fragile ceasefire at risk and heightening concerns over global energy supplies.
Iran's parliament speaker, Mohammad Baqer Ghalibaf, has blamed the United States for the failure of recent ceasefire talks held in Pakistan. In a post on social media, Ghalibaf said Iran entered the negotiations with goodwill, but lacked trust due to past conflicts, adding that proposals put forward by the Iranian delegation failed to gain confidence from the opposing side. He also thanked Pakistan for facilitating the talks, while emphasizing that Iran will continue both diplomatic and military efforts to defend its national interests.
Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Ishaq has urged the United States and Iran to continue dialogue for lasting peace, expressing hope that diplomatic efforts will move forward. He said both sides showed willingness to engage during talks held in Islamabad, describing the discussions as positive and constructive. Dar noted that Pakistan facilitated multiple rounds of negotiations involving both delegations over a 24-hour period. Dar emphasized that maintaining the ceasefire is vital for regional stability and said Pakistan will continue to support efforts to keep communication open between Washington and Tehran. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance says Washington failed to reach a final agreement with Iran after more than 21 hours of negotiations in Islamabad, though he described the talks as constructive. Vance said the U.S. is returning with its best offer and is awaiting Tehran's response, stressing that Iran must give clear assurances it will not pursue nuclear weapons. He added that Washington's proposals were simple and excellent, but Iran did not accept U.S. conditions. He thanked Pakistani leadership for hosting the talks and said Pakistan played a positive role in facilitating dialogue between the two sides. Meanwhile, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Esmail Baqai says no immediate agreement is expected in talks with the United States, stressing that diplomacy remains ongoing and complex. He said discussions covered multiple issues, including the Strait of Hormuz, Iran's nuclear program, sanctions, war damages, and broader regional tensions, with round-the-clock exchanges between both sides. Baqai emphasized that Iran remains committed to negotiations, but warned that progress depends on the other side's seriousness and respect for Iran's legitimate rights. US President Donald Trump says a potential agreement with Iran is not important, claiming Washington has already won its confrontation with Tehran and maintained strategic dominance. He said ongoing talks are focused on preventing Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons, but insisted the outcome does not matter much, adding that US objectives have already been achieved. Trump also warned China of serious consequences if it is found supplying weapons to Iran, while referring to efforts to clear sea mines in the Strait of Hormuz as tensions continue to escalate.
A second aid flotilla is set to sail from Spain's Barcelona port in an effort to break the Israeli blockade on Gaza. Organisers say around 30 boats carrying medical supplies and humanitarian aid will head toward Palestinian territory, with more vessels expected to join en route. A similar attempt last year was stopped by Israeli forces, with hundreds of activists detained during the operation.
The US military says it has begun setting conditions to clear sea mines from the Strait of Hormuz, a critical global oil shipping route. US Central Command said the USS Frank Peterson and USS Michael Murphy passed through the strait as part of a broader mission to ensure the waterway is free of mines allegedly laid by Iran's Revolutionary Guards. Admiral Brad Cooper said a safe passage route for commercial shipping will soon be shared to restore the flow of commerce. President Donald Trump also claimed US forces had begun clearing the strait and said Iranian mine-laying vessels had been destroyed, though independent verification was not provided. The developments come as US-Iran talks continue in Islamabad amid a fragile ceasefire and heightened tensions in the Gulf region. Iran says it expects to restore most damaged refining and distribution facilities to up to 80% capacity within 1 to 2 months. Deputy Oil Minister Mohammad Baqer Ghalibaf says repair work is underway, with part of the Naval refinery set to resume operations within about 10 days. Other facilities are expected to come back online gradually as Iran works to recover from strikes on its energy infrastructure. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says that Israel seeks a peace deal with Lebanon that will last for generations, ahead of ceasefire talks in Washington. He said Iran and its allies are fighting for survival amid broader regional tensions and ongoing US-Iran negotiations in Islamabad. Netanyahu added that Israel's military campaign is not over and vowed to continue operations, while claiming historic achievements have already been made. The US military says it has begun setting conditions to clear sea mines from the Strait of Hormuz, a critical global oil shipping route. US Central Command said the USS Frank Peterson and USS Michael Murphy passed through the strait as part of a broader mission to ensure the waterway is free of mines allegedly laid by Iran's Revolutionary Guards. Admiral Brad Cooper said a safe passage route for commercial shipping will soon be shared to restore the flow of commerce. President Donald Trump also claimed US forces had begun clearing the strait and said Iranian mine-laying vessels had been destroyed, though independent verification was not provided. The developments come as US-Iran talks continue in Islamabad amid a fragile ceasefire and heightened tensions in the Gulf region. Legendary Indian playback singer Asha Bhosle has reportedly died at the age of 92 after being hospitalized in Mumbai due to extreme fatigue and a chest infection. She was admitted to Breach Candy Hospital as her health deteriorated, with family earlier requesting privacy during her treatment. Asha Bhosle was one of the most celebrated voices in Bollywood history, known for her versatility and decades of hit songs. She received major honors, including the Dada Saheb Phalke Award and the Padma Vibhushan for her contributions to music.
That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.